Well, good morning to you, and it's a very good one here on the Gold Coast. Check it out. It's an awesome day here today, guys. Tommy G, Middle-Aged Millennial, and I want to talk today quickly about Omega. And I've been learning a lot more about Omega. You would have heard a bit about it being kind of important. Well, actually, I learned that it's actually really important. So, especially when it comes to brain health, and this is omega-3, by the way, is what I'm talking about here. When it comes to brain health and also for good, healthy cardiovascular function. Hey, Michael, how you doing? So, omega-3. So the form that we want to be able to absorb it in is EPA and DHA. Now, where does it come from? And I gave a little clue away in the title. A lot of it comes from, hey Michael, a lot of it comes from fish, and of course salmon ranks pretty highly. And there's also plant sources. Now, just wait for a sec. Where it originally comes from is actually from plants, and the fish get it from algae in the water. And why we absorb it through oily fish is because they have the enzymes that take what is originally ALA and turn it into, which is what enzymes do, they kind of like cause reactions to happen. They turn it into the EPA and DHA form for us, so our body doesn't have to do that work. Now, when we take it from plants, and what are really good sources there? Good sources, walnuts are hugely fantastic. What else? Oh, flax is huge, chia. And flax, you want to have that kind of crushed in about apparently 1 to 2 tablespoons a day. The thing is, that's coming in ALA form, right? Although it's a bit cleaner, especially if it's organic, it's clean. Meaning that versus fish, where depending on where you're getting your salmon from, you could have a whole heap of, well, it's a lot of wind here, right? Let's see if we can get this fixed. You can have a whole lot of like mercury, so heavy metals, especially for the ones that are big and way down the food chain. You want to get high up into the food chain. Salmon, if you can get clean salmon. I tend to get mine from Canada, sockeye salmon, wild caught, and hopefully that wind's not really annoying you too much. So wild caught salmon, that's as clean as you can get. And you've got to weigh the trade-off there, and I don't know what the net result is at the end of the day, but that and getting your EPA DHA already done for you, or converting it from plants, from ALA into DHA. Now, as I said, chia seeds, flax seeds are really good. There's organic forms of that, and you can get it crushed as well to make it easier to absorb. But here's what I've discovered recently, is that, hey Mark, let me know, guys, if it's a bit breezy here. That's about the best I can do. Hopefully you can still hear me. Hey Brian, how you doing, buddy? Oh wow, you're back, or are you still in Bintan doing that triathlon? So with omega-3. Now, there's a couple of things you want to watch out here for. In fact, first let me give you a bit of history. The history is that we used to be around about, and in fact I think thousands of years ago, hey Rachel, we used to be 1-to-1 on omega-6 to 3. You want to be getting this ratio right. But scientists say that 3-to-1 come 2.5-to-1, and I wouldn't go any less than that, because your blood starts to thin out a bit, and you tend to not bleed, but if you had cuts and so on, it takes a little longer. I think because something to do with the platelets, that you will bleed a bit more. It's not a major thing. So if you stay around 3-to-1, you're good, right? And here's the thing. In the US, with the research that I keep hearing about, it's about 25-to-1, 6 to 3 on the ratio. Not cool. Hey Chad, welcome. And hey Mark, how you doing, buddy? As in Mark Jurassic. So In the UK, United Kingdom, so let's take that as one of the big parts of Europe, 20 to 1. Not so bad, but still not cool. You want to get to 3 to 1. And in Australia, I don't have results for it. I'm guessing it's going to be somewhere around 20 to 1. And it's because of the shitty diet that we tend to have and a lot of processed foods, too much meat. You can't get omega-3 from meat. You can get it through fish, as I said, already in the EPA and DHA form from ALA, which you've got to convert it from plants, and they get it from algae. So, there are other great ways to absorb it. Oh, and the other thing is you want to have about 5% of your blood you want a reading of 5% for EPA and DHA in your blood. Okay, so it's pretty quick and easy. Well, quick as in it's easy to get tests on this, and you can actually get home kits. But recently what I've learned is that when it's associated with olive oil, I believe it helps the absorption and helps also in reducing the inflammation. So working together with the polyphenols, like extra virgin olive oil, by the way, I want to stress, and ideally if it was organic, mixing it with the polyphenols, it works way better, and you've got to have your formulation right for that. And I've been testing a product on that as well. So, and I'm looking forward to getting the second test. They actually combine it with where they can give you a test at the beginning, and then after about 4 months, testing again to wait for cells to turn over, like skin cells take about 6 weeks, for example. And for you to then see where it's reducing inflammation in your body. Now, family member, as in my mother, has been taking it. She noticed a difference straight away. Her reading was 10.7 to 1. Mine was, well, because I run a pretty healthy lifestyle, about 5 to 1. So I was near balance, but I am noticing difference on my skin around my cuticles, which is interesting. So, that's pretty well what I understand about omega 6 and 3, but get enough omega-3 into your diet one way or another, and if you want a way to do it that's pretty focused, you might want to give it a crack with what I'm doing. Now, if you want to learn more about this sort of stuff, and I want to cover off vitamin D at some stage, then make your way over to heal.me. I've got a community set up. We've got about 850 members, of which I'm very appreciative of their trust in me. We're starting to put more content in there. So if you want to learn more, come on over into heal.me, the community. I'll approve you coming in after a couple of quick questions to get an idea of your health posture. It'll take you like less than a minute. And come and learn some more. We're going to be running a program, and this is a bit of a once-off at this stage, that I'm going to beta out and do it at an incredibly reduced financial burden, like minuscule, but that's for getting the numbers about right for those that are most keen. We're going to get about 15 people in the group. We're going to be kicking it off, should be sometime in September, for 12 weeks, where I'm coming on weekly with the group to share some knowledge, do an FAQ. We're also going to have some interviews of some of the experts that I work closely with qualifications of PhDs and doctors and so on. Don't miss that. So get on over there so you can get a, be in it to win it type of thing over at heal.me, the community on Facebook. And we'll see you in there, guys. Have a great day. It's a beautiful one here. Got a stack of great stuff to do in helping change world health and impacting that and helping people live optimized, balanced lives. Tommy G, Middle-Aged Millennial, signing off until the next one. Bye, guys.